Okay, in this short video, I will be showing you how we can run the app, the same app we did from the previous video, but on a real Android phone instead of using the emulator. We have seen in the previous video that to be able to run this app, the one that adds two numbers, we have the option of going to Tools, Android Virtual Device Manager, and start one of those virtual devices and be able to run the application on it. Now, this time I will be showing you how we can do it on a real device. I have a Samsung phone already connected to my system, and I am sharing the screen of this phone, as you could see here, using one of those applications that allow the screen of the phone to be shared on my PC. So now this is, as you could see, it's a real phone and it has everything on it, and it's connected to the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth is turned on, and so on. Now, how can I make my application basically run on this system? Now, so what I need to do is simply, I would need to go to online and see if the developer options are actually turned off. Usually what we have to have is this. If you, I want to open the application for you first, you need to go to settings. I'm just going to press on the menu option, go to settings, and I should see here something called developer options. If this is the first time you are running this on your system, you will see developer options are actually not turned on by default. So what you need to do is, what I just prepare this page for you, since this is a Samsung system and sometimes you have to go by a specific model, and I'm saying here, how do I turn developer options on for Samsung devices? Of course, you could be more specific and say Android. Now, and here it's telling me you need to go through these steps, which I will show to you now shortly, so I could see the developer options. I need to go to settings and then go down and click on about device link, and then there is this build number. I need to tab 7 times, so that here, as you see in the so that here I can start seeing developer options, because as we speak, developer options is not one of these options. So let's go through these options. Here is they're going to telling me go to settings, go to about device, and you see this build number. I need to click on software info, and here is the build number. What I need to do is to tap 7 times here, and it will start counting this for me, as you will see. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and here it's telling me the developer mode has been turned on. Now, why they do that? For security reasons, they assume that the majority of people will not be actually developing apps, because turning developer mode on is something that you have to be a little bit careful about, because your phone will add additional capabilities to allow debugging and allow other systems to connect to your system. So this will make your phone a little bit more actually more vulnerable. So security wise, I would turn developer mode on only if I'm actually developing. But if I'm not developing apps and connecting and testing on real phones, I don't need to turn this option on. So that's something to be aware of. Of course, you can turn this off at any point in time you would like. Now let's see the result of this. I'm just going to go back, and you see here it is. Developer options now has showed up under my settings, and now I could use this. I would need to press on developer options, and as you could see, there are things I can turn on and off. Of course, it has to be on, and I would always, since I'm debugging, I use this stay awake option, as so this way the screen doesn't, go off on me. And there are other options you could go by. The most important one is this one you see for me, which is the USB debugging, because I will be connecting my phone via USB port to the system, so that I can perform debugging, as we will see down the road, and I can connect apps and do all the different things. Now, also this option you see here, allow mock locations, in case your app is testing GPS and you want to test this on the phone without actually going outside, you can mock locations. You can insert like hypothetical locations, and just by inserting their GPS locations, and see how your app will act, assuming those locations are the real locations of your system. So now, so the good thing now is I can now start running apps on this phone directly, and I can perform debugging, and I can do all kinds of things from my Android Studio on this device. So now let's see. I'm just gonna go back to Android Studio. I'm gonna close this, of course. Just did it go normal, and watch what I will see is I will go to Android Studio and do the run option and wait a few seconds. It's of course building here, as you could see, a Gradle build running. Now if things go well, what happens is, here it is, it's now doing giving me the run option on the actual real phone, not like the previous example where when we run it on the emulator. So here, as you could see, this is a Samsung, whatever model, whatever OS version on it, API level and all of that. And this is the actual serial number of the phone. So I'm just gonna hit OK. Now watch what happens on the real phone. Here it is. If things go well, the app is supposed to be installed and open fine without issues. Here is the app. Now I'm running the app on the real phone. So what I'll do is I will just enter two numbers from the phone, and I'm just going to do the add option and the subtract option, and as you see, the results are being displayed correctly. And this was the intention of this short video, is just to show you how we can actually run the application on the phone. And there's one thing I forgot to mention, is that you have to have the driver, of course, installed. The Android driver has to be installed that allows you to basically connect to the device so that your PC can see that device. If your PC cannot see it, it will not be able to do that. And I assume you already have done that, because most people, they already install this so that they can view the pictures that are on their phone, transfer them from the phone to their system, and the videos and so on. So I assume this is done already, and if it's not done, you need to do it before you even proceed with this specific video. Thank you very much.